So, one of the things that I find myself wondering a lot and putting a lot of time and thought into is how is Rice Killer going to get more active forum members? And this is probably something that every forum owner in America wonders and thinks about. But we're in a really weird situation because most car forums out there in the world are about a type of car, whether it's about very fast cars or exotic cars, or then you have all the make and model forums like Corvette Forum, which I believe has like 100,000 plus members. It's very easy for somebody to buy a Corvette and say, okay, I got a Corvette, now what do? I want to hang out with other Corvette people. So you get online, and obviously somewhere like Corvette Forum, it makes sense. Now, what a Corvette owner probably doesn't say is, okay, I got a Corvette and I want to kill Rice, so I need to be on ricekiller.com. Nobody thinks like that. Nobody searches for a forum and ends up on Rice Killer because of Google. Pretty much everyone that we have on our website has come because they've heard from a friend or been told. And it's really difficult because basically the way that I look at it is that in the entire United States, you have every forum member of every car forum. Let's just say that it's 1 million members, okay? That might even be on the low end. But let's say that there's 1 million active forum members if you combine every active forum member from every active car forum. So that 1 million is divided amongst, I don't know, 2,500 forums or like 3,000 forums. Every single major city in the United States by now has 1, 2, 3, 4, or 20 forums. I know here in DFW alone, there's probably 10 or 15 I can think of, and then there's all the larger forums have regional forums that also cover DFW. So it's not about facilitating a need. People don't need a new place to hang out. They've already got a place. That's the whole thing. Pretty much every forum member we're getting at this point here in 2010, they're becoming a member in addition to a forum they're already on, and we're thankful for that. I mean, that's better than nothing, obviously. But my question is, what I would love is some guys like, you know what? I like what Rice Killer's doing. We're going to merge our members with their members, right? Wouldn't it be great if, whoever, wanted to join forces with Rice Killer and merge our databases, and we get 10,000 members in one day. But it just doesn't happen like that. That's just not reality. Because what happens is these cliques form and people become like groups of friends, and it's like, forums are kind of like gangs. They're like gangs of friends. So it becomes, the longer you're on a forum, it becomes less about whatever cars and becomes more about the fact that you've just been hanging out online with these same people for so long, and you can't just come in and separate that. I can't go someplace and be like, hey, all you guys come here and get along with everybody. One great example is my Monday night meet that we have in Dallas. We'll have like 700 cars come out and 1,300 people. So you're thinking, all right, 700 cars and 1,300 people come to the ricekiller.com Monday night car meet. So that means that there must be at least 1,300 active Dallas-Fort Worth members on ricekiller.com, the website, right? No, not even close. And it's just because people say, car meet, real cars, in person, parking lot down the street from my house. Okay, I get that. I can drive my car there and have fun. And then I try to say, okay, hey, get on the website. Like, internet, time, registration, emails, drama. Some people just don't do forums. And the people that do forums are already on another one. They're like, I don't have time for 2. I don't have time for 3. I don't know anyone there. And it's just this huge process to just get active members. When we have 22,000 registrations on Rice Killer, that's great. That's really great. I mean, we started at 0. So to have 22,000 people have even come at one time or another and register on the website is phenomenal. And I'm really proud of that. But 22,000 people don't log in every day or every week or even every month. It's just not how forums work. Now, I'm a little happy to say that a place like Corvette Forum also doesn't have 100,000 members a day, a week, or a month either. Far from it. Every single forum will typically have, somewhere between 8 and 20% of their registered members log in like a 30-day period. So on the one hand, you could say, well, we can increase active members on the website just by having more members. It stands to reason if we had 100,000 members, we would have 5,000, 5 to 8,000 logging in a week, which would be great. That'd be humongous. But I would really love it if people just found more interest in our website at all. And that's another problem because for GT owners, yeah, that's great, but I want to hang out with other cigar smoking 4GT owners. And guys with 1,000 horsepower cars, they say, yeah, that's great, cool, F body you got there, buddy. But they want to hang out with other 1,000 horsepower cars. It makes sense. Whatever you have, you want to be with people like you, and that's what makes Rice Killer so hard to grow. Is because we're not about similar cars. We're about similar mindsets. And there's a lot of people out there who haven't even wrapped their head around the fact that killing rice is even a mental thing at all. In fact, most people just think that killing rice is someone else's problem. But let me tell you, it's everyone's problem. Anti-car legislation, anti-car laws, anti-car profiling that you see going on by police officers, the root of all that is rice. Car meets being shut down, touring car shows around the country that are now bankrupt or are being shut down. The root of all of that, pretty much every negative thing that has ever happened to a car enthusiast, besides a wreck, which sometimes that's the case too, has been caused by ricers. They're like the cancer of our hobby. They're the worst thing ever. They kill car meets, they create bogus laws, they make cops hate us, they make the public hate us. They got to be stopped. Now, we're not going to kill them, obviously, but Rice Killer is about having a place where everyone can be united in the fact that we at least agree just on the one thing, that being stupid behind the wheel is ridiculous and it's got to stop. So we call that rice. And we call killing rice setting a good example, creating places where that's not allowed or where that's heavily discouraged. And it's hard again because when you have meets as large as the ones that we have, like in Minnesota and in Dallas, they are so big that, what do you know, ricers come to the Rice Killer meet. And the haters will say, look, there's ricers at a Rice Killer meet. What kind of bullcrap is this? And man, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It's difficult. I don't want ricers to come to a Rice Killer meet. I mean, I want to go and set their car on fire, but you can't. I mean, you can't do that. You got to be respectful. I can't even make fun of the cars, because truly and honestly, what good would that do? It'll just make the owner hate me. He's not going to change anything. Owners have got to come around on their own, and the best way to do that is to set a good example and just lead by influence. Really. There's a lot of rehabilitated ricers, people who have come around on my website who will tell you that they used to be this way, but now they're not. And it could just be a combination of growing up or just maturing, or it could have been because they come to a Rice Killer meet and saw all the mature car enthusiasts. And that's what we want ultimately on the website. We just want Rice Killer to be a national forum for, for everyone to come be a part. And as a mature car enthusiast, that's it. So if you love cars and you don't love being an idiot behind the wheel, you're the kind of guy we want on Rice Killer. We understand you're probably on another forum. We're not telling you to leave that forum. We just want you to be a member of ours too, and a member who posts and interacts. And you say, oh, well, there's no members in my area. Well, I mean, spread the word, You think it was easy, me taking a website that started in Dallas and spreading it all the way to Minnesota, 1,500 miles away? I didn't do that. It wasn't me. I can't take the credit for that. There was somebody who saw our videos online who happened to live in Minnesota, says, I like that. I want to bring it here. And it took years and years of work. But now Minnesota's got, thousands of its own members. And it's spread that way because people get fired up and enthusiastic and they share. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world who recognize the same problem that I've recognized and want to join up with us. So hopefully Rice Killer can spread and we can do a good thing and become a positive force in the hobby. And hopefully ricers don't kill it before we can save it. So I'm Jared Wines. That's what I'm trying to do. These are some of the thoughts in my head. And if you made it this far through the video, plus rep for you. Thanks.